Hi guys, so as promised, here is my much awaited video on the best surfacing to put down in chicken runs. So obviously this video is going to be based on my own personal experience and our own setup that we've got here, which for us is a fairly good sized run for the amount of chickens that we have. It has no roof, unfortunately. That's something I'm sort of working on, trying to convince Rich to build for me. And you know, it is exposed to the elements, although one side is a bit more sheltered. So I've obviously done quite a lot of research over the years, as I'm sure everybody else has, in terms of what the best surface is to put down within chicken runs. And I think my conclusion overall is probably that wood chip is the best surface to put down. That is the general consensus when you do research, that wood chip is probably the best option. We did start off with stones, which were slightly larger than pea gravel, which was great to start with for spring and summer, and I thought we had it cracked. We just put that straight down onto the earth as well, and in quite a well-drained area. To start with, it looked fab, as I say, and it kept clean, and every weekend I was actually cleaning that down with the hose and sort of disinfecting it probably once a month, and that felt great, and it felt like a really clean environment for the chickens to be in. Sort of leading on from that, going into the winter, the first winter that we had the chickens, we did find that the area did get quite clogged up. I think that was largely because we were bedding the chickens down on wood shavings in the coop area, not the new bedding that we use now. Again, I will do a video on bedding that I recommend as well, as a separate video, so subscribe to my channel now. So eventually the stones became quite compacted down throughout the winter, despite all my best efforts to try and keep raking them around and cleaning them. So come the spring, I actually decided to rethink what we would do to the run to make that a sort of cleaner and better environment. And I sort of kept quite a lot of the stones in, because the stones do work quite effectively from a drainage point of view. We never had a flooded situation, we never had them sort of paddling around in water. It just did become a bit grim. So I kept the stones down and had my first lot of wood chippings delivered from a local tree surgeon, and that's when from there I've sort of stuck with wood chipping. So part of the reason why I'm doing this video today is because I have just had a new batch of wood chippings delivered. So I thought I'd show you what it looks like after. I think the wood chipping we've got down has probably been down for between 5 and 6 months. I can't remember exactly when we last had the last batch delivered. It may have even been less time than that, but I thought I can show you the before, so how it looks when it has become quite compacted, especially this time of year. We've had lots of rain. It's been quite grim and quite miserable outside. So I can show you quickly just how that looked beforehand. I've then dug that up, and what I do to dispose of that is that I've actually put quite a lot of that down onto the veg patch, because our veg patch is actually not in action at the moment, so that will be really good for the soil. So come spring, summer, the soil on the veg patch should be lots better for that. I'd say every sort of now 3 to 5 months ish, depending on where life is, I would dig up sort of quarter to half of what's there and replace it with fresh. So I'm now gonna skip to this morning when I did a quick before and after of what it looked like before I'd replaced it and what it looked like after. Okay guys, as you can probably tell, it's pretty windy out here today, so I'll just make it really quick. I'm going to sort of show you a before and after of what it's like with wood chip, which has been down for about 3 months, probably more than that, actually about 6 months, and then some fresh wood chip that I finally got hold of, so I will make it quick. So to conclude then, I think, you know, this might not be what some of you want to hear, but I think the best solution probably is going to be wood chip. Stones were okay if you can keep on top of them being compacted. Maybe if you can put hard standing down first so the drainage is better and your chickens are being bedded down on something that will decompose more quickly. But I think overall, in terms of being able to just replace it regularly and keep on top of it and keep it clean, I'd say wood chippings probably is the best. Fresh wood chippings from a tree surgeon really is ideal. It does kind of encourage chickens to sort of dig around as well and scratch around, which is their natural sort of behaviour too. So that would be my recommendation, and that would be wood chip.